name is Marcella Wilson, and I'm coming to you live from Facebook, Periscope, and Instagram. So I've got something in my eye. I'm always multitasking, but it's great to see you guys tonight. I see Janella is on. Hey, Janella, how are you? Love you, miss you. And I see Narkita is on. Did I say that right, Narkita? Did I see that right? Did I say it right? Let me know if I said it right. Um, Narkita just joined my new, well, it's not a new, but she's a new member to our my Facebook group. So if you don't already know, I have a Facebook group. It's called STR. I'm gonna put it in the comments. It's STR Academy. STR stands for short-term rental. So I'm gonna put that in the comments everywhere, but Narkita is a new member. I'm putting it in the comments everywhere. And I just wanna welcome her. She's a stargazer, meaning that she doesn't have a rental property yet, but she's looking and thinking about it and making decisions. And I'm glad that she's here with us because that's a great time to be joining me so you can learn and we can get you on the path to what you should get and what you should be doing. So if you're not a part of my Facebook group, I would I ask that you would do that because I do special stuff in there. I'm going to be doing a lot of special trainings and special events just inside my Facebook group, not in these lives that I do. I do a lot more for my stars. I call them stars because it's like STR stars. Okay. Hope you guys got that. But yeah, so join my Facebook group, STR Academy. Just Google STR Academy. You'll see my picture and just join. I would love to have you. But anyway, if you know me, great. If you don't know me, what I do is I help women set up short-term rental properties. So like if you have an Airbnb or if you have a vacation rental, I help people with that. So my husband and I own several short-term rental properties. We started helping like our friends set them up. And then, I was like, wait a minute, let's like do this legitimately and help people. And now that's like, a business that I do. So I'm on here every day, not long, for about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm usually, like I said, on different social media platforms, just dropping knowledge, just little nuggets of knowledge every day about short-term rental properties. So if you've been following me for the past couple of days, you know that this weekend I was at a 3-day business intensive, right? And I gave you a tour of my Airbnb because I didn't stay in a hotel. I rented an Airbnb. So if you look at like my previous videos from like, I did it on Friday, I did a tour of the Airbnb. I did a tour yesterday of like some of the amenities in the Airbnb, which were incredible. And then I came home. I came home to some not so great news, but life goes on. So yeah, I got home yesterday, and I'm going to continue doing my lives every day. But I was telling you, if you're watching in my live streams over the weekend, that I didn't go to school for business, right? I'm running a business, right? I have short-term rental properties, and I help other people set up short-term rental properties. And, it's a business for me, but I never went to school for business. So I'm always learning. I'm always trying to improve. I'm always trying to grow. So I decided to go to that event just to get more knowledgeable about business in general, right? Because it's like I don't have like knowledge, even though I have a business. Didn't go to school for that. So I need to learn more. So it was really, really wonderful. And one of the main things I learned was like, when you get an Airbnb or if you have one, you have to treat it like a business, right? Because it is a business. You have to treat it like a business. You have to be professional, right? There's a couple of reasons why. The main reason is because you know you have clients or you have guests, you have people staying in your property, whatever it is, if they're staying in a spare bedroom, if they're staying in a basement, if they're staying in a condo of yours or a house, whatever it might be, you have people that are booking from you. They're giving you money to rent your space, right? So you've got to be professional about it. Now, yeah, you may be going through a third party application like, Airbnb or VRBO or HomeAway.com or Bookings.com or whatever to, um, process their money or that's how they found out about you, but they interact with you, right? You're the face behind Airbnb for them. Their contact, you are communicating directly with them, right? Just like you're communicating with me now, I'm communicating with you. You communicate with this guest that comes into your home. You have to be professional about it, right? And you should have some kind of method or process of how you deal with your guests or how you give them check-in information or how you um, deal with give them the checkout information or what you do when the guest leaves. Do you have a cleaning crew come in and do it, or do you do it yourself, or do you have property management handle the bookings and setting up the cleaning crew, or you do that yourself? So there's some kind of method, right? Because you're dealing with guests, actual people. You're a service-based business, so you may not think about like, oh, I'm a service-based business. You may be thinking, I just got a listing up on Airbnb. I'm trying to rent out a spare bedroom. I'm trying to make some extra money, but really, it's a business. You're a service-based business. You're serving people, giving them accommodations on demand. So that's why you need to treat it, your short-term rental, your Airbnb, whatever you're offering, as a business because you're interacting with the public, right? And it's good to be professional, right? Sometimes it's funny because, since this is what I do, a lot of people come to me and say, Marcella, I really want to rent out a spare bedroom in my house, or I really want to rent out my basement, but I'm scared to have a stranger sleeping in my house, right? Some people don't care, but some people may be a little squeamish about that. And just as a side note, there are ways to alleviate that stress or those fears. But people come to me and say that. But guess what? On the flip side, if a person is renting that spare bedroom for you or from you, or that they're renting that basement from you, sometimes the guest have fears about staying in a person's home that they don't know, right? There could be fears on both sides. So one of the ways that you alleviate the fear of the guest sleeping in the home of a person that they don't know is to be professional, is to be organized, is to be upfront. If you come off like, you don't send them any information, they have a hard time tracking you down to find out how I get the keys or how do I get access to your house, your guest is going to feel squeamish, like, is this a scam? Is this a real listing on Airbnb? Is this a fake listing? So, because sometimes guests have fears, so you being professional and being organized and treating this like a business will alleviate those fears for your guests, right? So you have to see it more than what it is. And it is a business, right? Because I say this all the time. I say it all the time. Some of y'all are sitting on some Airbnb empires, some real estate empires, and don't even know it, right? Somebody got a basement here. Maybe Grandma Sue went into assisted living and now, she's not in her house anymore, so the house is empty. Someone's an empty nester, has a couple of spare bedrooms or a basement free. So a lot of us know people in our family who have property available to rent, right? And once you do it, it's very lucrative. I'm just going to be honest. It's very lucrative. It's easy to make, money every week, every month. And a lot of times people, like I have done, put that money into another property, in another property or another property. I work with someone who was just renting out their bedroom. They made enough from their bedroom to buy another property, right? So they have a bedroom and then they got an additional property that they use solely as an Airbnb. Then they got another property that they use solely as an Airbnb. So, from that bedroom that they were renting out, they were able to, kind of start building their real estate empire. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm showing how the people that I work with what to do. And that's what maybe you should be thinking about doing too, is building your business, thinking bigger, having a big picture of what your business can be, is to build this empire, right? So you have to treat it like a business. You have to be organized. You have to have an understanding that this is not just me renting out of my bedroom, but this is actually a real, viable, profitable business that can take you from 0 to 100 very quickly. Okay, well, I should say it in clearer terms, not just take you to 0 to 100, where it's something that you can be successful and you can really make money and grow and get more and more properties over time as you continue. All right, so so I kind of wanted to relay what I learned over the weekend. Those are not the specific things that I learned. Sure, I learned things about building a business, but I want you also to think of your short-term rental property as a business, because it is, and act like it and treat it as such, and it will grow, and your guests will get lots of repeat bookings, and guests will refer your Airbnb to other people, and it will just blossom and grow into something beautiful. And that's my hope for everyone that's watching this, because you can do it, and this is a great business to do it, to grow and build. So yeah, treat your Airbnb like a business. Be professional about when you interact with your guests, get organized, and watch it grow. Okay, so I'm not on here long, right? I'm only on here like 10 or 15 minutes a day. But I do work with clients to help them, set up a short-term rental property or set up their business. So if you've got questions or you want to set up a short-term rental, I'm going to put the link in the bio. So if you're on Instagram, watch me on Instagram, which some of you are, the link is in my bio if you want to sign up for a free strategy call with me, and I can help you get your Airbnb. We can talk about issues or what you want to do with your short-term rental, right? If you're watching on Periscope, just go to marcellawilson.com and click Start a Short-Term Rental. If you're on Facebook, I'm going to put it in the comments. But y'all all can go to marcellawilson.com, right? All right, so you need, I got a question. So you need help with credit. So you're trying to buy a property, is that what you're saying? So if you're trying to buy a property, so the best thing you should do, because I can't get into that obviously on a short live stream, is to, okay, so if you're trying to buy a property, If you've got questions about that, trying to buy a short-term rental property, go to marcellawilson.com, click start a short-term rental property, and sign up for one of my free strategy sessions and book a time, and we can talk and work that out and get you sorted out. All right, so I'm gonna get off this phone. Hope to hear from you. Hope to be able to talk to you guys all in my one-on-one strategy session soon. I'm going to get off of this call, and it's been great talking to you as usual. Have a good night, and I'll be back on tomorrow. I don't know from where I'll be tomorrow. It's a lot going on, but I will be on talking. So it was great talking to you. Have a good night, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.